What's going on, guys? Fox, and in today's video tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to permanently fix black screens. This should fix about 90% of your game problems. This works from firmware 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so on and so forth. The reason why you're getting black screens is the data is not transferring fast enough. It's having a hard time communicating. It's creating a really lag. Also, from now on, don't be putting your games on the internal drive of the PS5. This is also causing black screen problems and also problems glitching. You need to use an external, I repeat, you need to use an external SSD or external NVMe. I'm using an NVMe because it was the cheapest alternative for me around here. I didn't feel like waiting to get one mailed to me through eBay. Now you might be thinking to yourself, oh, I'm just going to use an external mechanical hard drive. They're cheap enough. Don't use an external mechanical hard drive. The speeds are really slow. I want to show you something on the computer. I have these and they're good drives. I get black screens, they're no longer working. It's, you know, even from the external it's getting black screens. Don't buy this. If you want to buy it to, like, you know, just keep like frozen storage of your files, that's what I do. It works fine. I actually use larger hard drives, but that's a different story for a different time on there. So what I did was I got this in Best Buy. It was $90. Now I know what you're saying. Oh, that's way overkill. The speeds are never going to read at that rate. You're right. The speed on this, I think, is 7450. That's the speed. It's only going to really read at like 3500 to 4. I'm sorry, it's going to read at like 35. It's going to read at 3500 to 400 something. I don't have the numbers in front of me. I don't know them off the top of my head. It's been a long day and it's late. So I'm using this and it's working fine. And I actually bought this enclosure for another project. I've been using this for something else. I recommend if you're going to buy an NVMe enclosure, make sure you get an enclosure that has a fan in it. Now, just letting you know, the data transfer between this and this, when I plugged in a 60 gigabyte game, it took about a half hour to 35 minutes. Now, if you're going to be taking the actual NVMe and putting it inside of your computer, obviously that's not going to take that long. But when you're using external, the externals go really slow. You can buy a higher quality one. I did this on the cheap. That's what I did on there. Now I want to show you how to fix some problems. People have been asking me, how do I delete games from the actual hard drive that are no longer working or I don't want them anymore? Not a problem, I got you covered. So first things first is we're going to go into Itemzflow. So you want to open this up, and as you can see, this is the game that's on my internal hard drive. I want to show you something. This is the game on my internal hard drive. This will sit on a black screen. I'm going to leave this on pause and I'll be back in a few minutes. It's been about 5 minutes. Game's black screen. It's not working because it's on an internal hard drive of the PS5. So now I want to show you something. We're going to go into Itemzflow. Now that we're inside Itemzflow, I'm going to show you how to delete the game we no longer want. So what you want to do is you want to open up the game. Then what you want to do is you want to head over to I/O options, okay? You want to press X on this. On the D-pad, you want to hit right once. Hit it one more time. It says delete app folder. This will 100% delete the game from the internal hard drive. Now I'm going to show you something real quick. Now let's say, for sake of argument, that you no longer have the shortcut key. I'm going to show you how to get the shortcut key back again. You know, the title. Okay, let's say for sake of argument that made in demo is no longer there. Like, oh, how do I delete it then? Really easy. Open up the PS5 app. We want to go to change app path. We want to go inside the data folder. Open up the data folder and we want to remount the image. Then we're going to just head back. You don't need to actually reload it up. Go ahead and press triangle on the controller. That's going to refresh the database. This will take us back to the title that we want to delete. So go ahead and press X. Then for the I/O options with the D-pad, press X 2 times. Delete app folder. This is going to permanently delete it from the internal hard drive. And I press yes to delete the shortcut key too, so now it's deleted. Now if you press triangle to refresh it's no longer there. Now let's go confirm that it's actually removed from the internal hard drive. So now we're going to open up the data folder, and as you can see, it's no longer there anymore. The next test that I want to show you is this is for version 6.x of games all the way up until like 8.x. I'm going to be showing you two different titles. The first one's Alone in the Dark. I'm going to show you an example. This game we're going to be booting via an external hard drive, a mechanical external hard drive. So now I'm going to show you it loading up. Okay, so this is the game that we're going to test. We're going to be testing this via an external mechanical hard drive. I'm going to let this load up. Not going to let you do it through the whole video because we're going to be here forever. It takes an extremely long time to load. It took about 2 minutes to get to this screen. Now we're going to jump inside a game. This is going to take a long time too. Be back. Before I moved the controller, it took me about a good 4 minutes just to get into the beginning of this screen. If you look how much it's glitching, this is not from the Elgato. It does this on the big screen. It is horrible. It's a big hot mess. Now I'm going to show you, I don't have the same game on the NVMe, but I'm going to show you another game running a lot smoother from the NVMe external. The game runs very slow and it's very, very glitchy. Like you can't even look how long it takes to shoot. It's like it's got to think about it. It's because it's running from an external mechanical drive. And I also have this plugged into the back of the ps5. So I'm going to be back in a second, and we're going to load the other game through the NVMe drive, and I'll show you how much faster and how much smoother it runs. Okay, I plugged in my NVMe drive. We're going to be running this game, A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead. On the internal drive, that has a black screen, and from the external mechanical hard drive, black screen. Won't even do anything. I let it sit there for 10 minutes out of curiosity and see if it would do anything, but it doesn't. And in case you're wondering, I'm running this through the NVMe external drive with a with the USB cable. So I'm just waiting for this to load, and this runs and loads like a normal game. Now we're going to jump into the game. This is a really good game, by the way. If you haven't played this, you definitely need to check this out. Like if you like horror games, a little bit of thinking going on. And I'll let this load up in real time to show you how much faster it is from the NVMe. I think I'm about maybe a quarter away done with the game. I played a lot of it yesterday after I was making the video tutorial guide. This is going to be starting into a cutscene, I believe, because I'm at another level. And I'll let the cutscene play out so you can see how it runs. Now, if you see a little bit of screen tearing or a little bit of glitchiness, that's from the Elgato. This game runs perfectly. I was playing it yesterday. It runs great. Okay, now we're in game. I can't run or anything. I'm at the point now where you can't run. It's just, that's what it is. I don't want to go any further. I haven't played this far into the game yet, but I played quite a bit of it. That about sums it up, guys. So if you, like I said, just to go over a little overhaul of everything. If you're not sure what to do, hey, my games are running slow, it's crashing, it's not working very well. What you need to do is you need to run the games from an SSD or you need to run it from a NVMe. I have it running from an NVMe with an enclosure I showed you in the beginning of the video. The NVMe was like $95 at Best Buy, and the enclosure was like $20. Definitely get one with a fan. They have higher quality ones. I needed to do that just for data transfer. It's all I need the enclosure for. So if you're going to use that cheapy one, definitely I would leave the enclosure open and leave it on a cold table surface so it has a little bit of air flow next to it. Anyway guys, that's it for this video tutorial. Like and subscribe to the Fox Den. As soon as a more stable version of Etahen for 9.0.0 comes out, I will be covering firmware 9.0.0 and showing you how to update via offline and going through the whole kit and caboodle again by doing the backup/restore method. This is the best method to use if you never activated your PSN account and don't have access to the copy and paste save from the USB storage device, like, to back up your save files and do that. That's why we need to use the backup and restore. But that's something for another time. I'll catch you later. Have an awesome night.